Mic check one, two. All right. So I had to restart the stream here. Welcome everybody. You're catching this in review. Earnings day. Had some PCE this morning. Hot and heavy in Iran. And yeah, it was a crazy trading day. I apologize. My voice is a little fucked up because I have this like allergic asthma from the pollen and the wind and the fires and all this shit that's going on in the atmosphere. So my voice is a little whack today, a little congested. So bear with me. Um, we had a really good day trading. I probably took one of the best trades I've ever taken in my year and a half of trying to learn how to trade. And then I've had some really good trades and I'm being very disciplined for the most part. There's still some mistakes being made. There always will be, but I see improvement. And I'm the biggest thing about today was I tried something new and I was patient and I waited for it. So that's something that I think that I rarely do. I get too anxious and I want to front run everything, even though I know better. There's just something in me that always enters early. And I'm not trying to, get the perfect entry, but I'm definitely entering early on a lot of things. And I did it again today on this trade, but I was very confident. I did take a little bit of drawdown before it popped, and it was very, 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 very. It was crazy, dude. The adrenaline rush that I got after uh the market closed, I was just dude bored all day long, and then within like 3 minutes, my fucking adrenaline and everything just spiked, and then I was like just fucking wired for like 2 hours after that. Thank God I had one of my clients come and got to he invests, he doesn't trade, but I got to show him what I'll go over a little bit later in the stream. I just need a few minutes before I start going into it because I'm in this trade. I want to get out of this trade first. Um, so um, yeah, so that's kind of what's going on today. Um, so I'm gonna show you. This isn't gonna make a lot of sense, maybe, but I'm gonna bring this up. Okay, and you can see move the price action here, get rid of this shit that we don't need to look at. It's just creating noise. All right. And I'll explain to you what this is. So this is what I used for my trade today. Um, so basically what it looks like as it looks at all the volume and then it subtracts the bigger side from the smaller side and it's aggressive volume. So it's not necessarily a standard volume indicator. It's showing more of a delta type um, difference in volume. So there's four different pressure sensors, let's call them. So the first level obviously is 1 minute. So this is a 1 minute. You can see it's pretty flat right now, right? We're at the POC. It's two-way trade. It's what I think you should expect around this area. All right. Just back and forth. All right. After we had a swing down and a swing back up and then worked our way all the way back down. You can see this. Then we consolidated, pushed down for another leg, tapped into the VWAP multiple times, tapped off of it, and each time we're retracing a little bit more shallow. So I expect to test back up here to clean these highs, sweep up all this liquidity before this level right here is really going to be a test level. So right where I'm at here, I think this is where we decide to make another leg down or we push back up to the value area high. But I do think this liquidity gets run because there's a couple of things I see up here that need to get mitigated before we make that move. So that's my on chart idea. You can also see we had a lot of negative delta right below or right above my um right above my take profit. So let's see what happens at this level. I think this level's key right here. And this is exact tick. I might even move it back one tick. I want to because I think this is a top tick kind of, this is going to kind of top tick, I think. So I'm going to put, here's what I'm going to do on this actually. Just to be a little bit cautious, limit sell 3, one tick below. Way worst case scenario, if it gets rejected before it, hopefully we get filled for the 3 contracts, one tick off, which is fine. We're giving up a little bit. We're giving up like not much, but could go either way. So right now there's just not a lot going on. Okay. So I think the market is just doing its thing, finding liquidity to both sides. Right. And obviously, I mean, can make another argument here that we take this whole range right here, we're going to come back to 50%. Okay. And then we're going to make a decision. So I'll keep it there. I like that spot. So that's what I think. What it looks like. Went down a lot faster than it's going up. A little bit of buying aggression down here. So maybe at the bottom here, this is a nice wick. We took out this liquidity, tapped into a previous wick, and now we're gonna just slowly, painfully, hopefully take out all of these. All right, take out all of this shit. That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. So that being said, if we, I'm prepared to hold this and go into um, all the way down here because I do think that this level gets taken out tonight. And I also think this level gets taken out tonight. So I would like to see another long right here tonight. That's kind of our plan. And at the top, maybe this right here hasn't been taken out. Maybe we take out this high too tonight. Tap into something here unmitigated before going back. But or higher, right? We just keep laying up. You can see right here that we could also go down before we go up, right? Maybe it's a complete rotation. But you can see it's just going in, it's taking out liquidity. Still aggressive buying pressure here. The buyers are stepping in down here, right? Small, small advantage on the buy side. But I got $7,500 of drawdown on this account, so I'm not too concerned. I'm happy holding this and adding to it, even possibly all the way down. So I don't know, or maybe I'll just add down here. Just add, um, because I don't see us selling off after what happened today, but I don't know shit. So let's go back to over here to the left. Um, couple interesting things. This is a 1 hour. What it does is it looks at the last 10 1 hour bars and measures aggressive buying versus aggressive selling volume. And obviously, the darker the color and the shade, and the larger the bars, the larger the variance between aggressive buying and aggressive selling. It doesn't necessarily mean that price is going to go up, as you see right now. We came and just took out that whole, right? We took that out, but we still got aggressive buyers stepping in. Okay, so there's buyers down here that aren't, there's still liquidity down. There's buyers ready to take action down here multiple times. So I don't think it's rocket science, but you do have to train yourself to see it. So I'm not stressed at all, right? Be a point where like, oh my god, it's going down. Get the fuck out. But I don't think that's it anymore. Like once you start to see how things work. So here's what I have. On the 60-minute, it looks at 10 60-minute bars. So that's 600 minutes to get this average right here. Right. And this shows every single bar. And it averages it out. Okay. The key, as I scale, it looks different, right? That's so weird, right? I don't even know what 100% is, but yeah, rescale. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Maybe because it's based off volume. That's why. Okay, so here's the most important thing. All right, the most important thing, regardless of scale, it's the scale. It's just zooming in and zooming out. I see. Is the color. On the 60-minute, we are green. We're losing momentum, but we're still holding it. So there's aggressive buying on the 60-minute time frame. Going to the 30-minute time frame, 10 bars, 30 minutes. There's aggressive buying. It's green. It's not heavy, but it does have an edge. Let's see if we take this out. I expect to see a rejection here too. As soon as I better get filled here. You better fill me. You feel me? You better fill me. Feel me? Let's see if I can top tick this. All right. Or if it just rips through and keeps going. I don't think so though. I think there's going to be sellers there. All right. That's going to be the price where sellers are going to step back in. So hopefully hopefully it doesn't stop one tick short. We're two ticks away right now. Right? Maybe three. So very precise. Very patient, very precise. Bad entry, by the way. Bad entry. But we still get there. Okay. Took a lot longer because of the bad entry. I should get filled. There can't be. Ah, man. You never know, right? Let's just hope I get filled. Tap the line and get filled because we're right there. Because I'm thinking exactly on it, right? And I don't want to, I don't want to move it. Even though I'm one tick short, two ticks short, I don't want to move it. That's my target. I don't think it's wrong to move it. I just, the way I'm doing my analysis right now, I'm trying to build confidence. So it is what it is. So buying pressure is actually increasing on the 1 minute, selling pressure is decreasing on the 5 minute. On the 30 minute, selling pressure is increasing. There we hit it. Let's see if this is a rejection area. I think it is. Okay. Could be wrong. We could go all the way back up to the top. 100% possible. Okay. Could have got a couple more ticks out of it. So I didn't top tick it. Look at this. So the 5 minute just turned green. So now we have alignment on all four time frames as far as pressure goes. It's going to keep going up. I'm out, right? I'm out of the trade. So I don't think it would be wrong to enter right here. We've got two 5 minute bars on the 5 minute. Sorry. We've got aggression. And the rolling average is over the 10 bars. Okay. Then we've got, it's just, I don't think it's stopping. So this is like the perfect entry. Okay. When they all turn green, this is the entry. It's exactly the entry I took today at the MOC close. Absolutely insane. 2 minutes or 12 minutes before the close, I started to see all these come into alignment. Earnings were at 4 p.m. Eastern and 4:15 Eastern. Right. So now 4:10, excuse me. So now they're all in alignment. This is bullish. I'm not in a rush. I'm not going to take it, but I think taking this all the way up to this line that I said is going to happen, okay? What we're going to do is wait for a retracement. Let's see if we get one. Okay? We want a retracement here. If we could get back down to the VWAP, I think I'm going to jump back into a long. We're going to keep it real small. maybe one, two, maybe three contracts MES, but it may come all the way up here before we get a rejection or a continuation. Maybe we're taking a continuation higher. I need to look to the left for a target if we get there, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself. So you can see that pressure is building on the 5 minute, it's building on the 15 minute, building on the 30 minute, building on the hourly, and building on the 1 minute. It's a fucking long. Sorry, it's a long. We're trading on the 1 minute. We're also up here near the value area high, so it's going to be a retest, likely, of this range. All right, we're going to try to come back and retest this range. Okay, so here's our pullback. This is where we tap here. We'll go in with one. Actually, let's go down to the moving average. 21 moving average. We're going to enter there. It's where there's also there's not I'm not going in with one. This is too good of an opportunity. Going in with three. Our target is here. Put our stop loss here. Actually, it's too close because you know how they like to run. We're not coming back down here but until we get up there. So I think this is safe. I don't think they're going to try to run that. I'll get out before that if I think we're going to run it. So now we're keeping an eye on pressure. So I've never seen, I'm sure people use variations with like MACD and RSI and all this shit, but I've never seen anybody use these four pressure indicators from, it's in the Deepcharts, um, like me. And I'm not saying I invented that shit, but what I'm saying is that when four time frames are in alignment with aggressive action as the gauge, that's where I start to look for an entry. And if I start to see aggression happen at that location, I'm jumping in. Jumping in. Okay. Here's the thing, I'm changing my plan because I just saw something. I think we could actually not pull back at all. Look at this chart pattern. Doesn't it look like a head and shoulders? Now turning this back into, so I missed it, right? I didn't I waited waited for this. We're not getting there, maybe. Maybe that was the pullback, but that wasn't our plan. So we'll just let it go. If it doesn't come back, then we're not taking it. I also think we need to get a retest of this VWAP, not VWAP, point of control. And I see this little, do we come all the way back here before we move up? I definitely think we could come back down and mitigate this before we come up. So there's the dealing range that we're in right here. Still aggression, still strong on the 5 minute, on the 1 minute. All time frames are in alignment. Aggression is slowing a little bit. Maybe we're just taking a break. We don't come down here till later. We already have the retest. Maybe it's just the retest of the POC. Maybe it's not a retest at all. Maybe we wick out here, but we continue higher. I don't know. I don't know where it's going to happen. I have no fucking idea, honestly. Let's just stick there. But I like everything that I see, and aggression is still picking up. Okay, I'm jumping in, putting my stop. Oh, this level could come back too. Gonna take out these two levels later. Shit. Do that. It's so easy to miss shit. So we're gonna come back here at some point tonight, and we're gonna come back where my stop is right here. Some point. Come back here again. It might be right now. I made that's my early entry that I'm always talking about. I get in too early. But this is pretty strong. Looks like a leg up. It doesn't look like we're gonna come back down, right? This strong push, a little bit of retracement. Now it looks like we might be, what do they call it? A bull flag, I think. Aggression went up, came back down on the 1 minute. We're still holding pressure on all four time frames. All right, little bit of pressure drop on the 1 minute. That turns to negative. That might be a signal to jump out. But the 1 minute is kind of weak. So we'll take a look at the 5 minute. We are continuing to push up. And I do anticipate us taking this level or tapping back into this zone and then having a little bit of a retracement. So I like what I see. Um, Looking at pressure helps me decide which direction the market wants to go. Does it have to go that way? No. Nothing has to happen. Why did I move this? Target is right there. The 5 minutes still looks good. 1 minute still looks good. We're at a level where I would see an aggressive push, right? We should see a battle here where volume starts to increase. I'm going to bring up a different chart just for fun. Okay. A little confusing. There's some profiles here. Actually, this isn't the chart I want. Yes. Another view. Here we had some absorption. This is where we got heavily absorbed, or buyers did, and this is where we had exhaustion. Um, so this is another way of look. This is strong delta, just another version. All right. Real time, deep delta. This is a good indicator as well. So this was the first push, got rejected. This is the second push through. Just another view. All right. This is a range chart. So it's showing the last 21 ticks of movement. You can see it's a push with aggression. So it's all the same shit, man. It's just however you want to look at it. Right. This is the 1 minute. It looks different. It looks completely different. They're not the same. Okay. That's why this one looks bearish. Let's put this one right next to it. Reviewing. This one looks bullish. This is 40 ticks. This is 1 minute. So price has moved 40. I don't know. What is this time? 22:37. This is 23:17. Okay. So it's a higher time frame. Just gives us a little better structure. So this is what's happening on the higher time frame. This is happening on the 1 minute. And we're taking our target from this view at what's that? 7,500, 7,501. How convenient is that, right? Right at that absorption level of before. So we started to see some absorption. So it's all the same shit, guys. It's all the same shit. You can look at whatever the fuck you want. Okay, it's all the same. Pressure, volume, aggression matters most to me. And where it happens. We had absorption here before, so I'm out. We had a big move up, it retraced down. We started to build aggression back up for a second attempt. We could definitely take out the highs, but I'm out. I'm out right here. Charts look different too. Like these, there's no wicks up here, dude. Like look at this. There's no wick. That's gonna get taken out. I should move my profit up to the high. I should move my profit up to the high. Okay. I should add on, but I'm not going to because you have to be conservative. There's always another trade. Just takes one mistake. You put your account into a bad spot. So more than I want, or less than I want, but more than I need. If I could pop 50 bucks on all these scalps, get 10 scalps in, that's 600 bucks. Or 300 bucks, sorry. That would be amazing. $300 a day per session. 300 bucks New York session, 300 bucks overnight session, 600 bucks a day, 3,000 bucks a week, 12,000 bucks a month. Dude, I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy camper. Arms up. Future looks bright, yo. We're pushing into these levels. We're going to test them again. We're going to test them again. Still aggressive buying in the last 40 ticks of price. So if you want to look at this, if you want to look at this, I don't think it matters. As long as you look at something. All right. So on the 1 minute, we just turned into negative selling, or sellers are taking control here. The point of control moved up higher. So price is pushing up, more volume is being traded at a higher price. That is a signal. Sellers, can they apply enough pressure to move the price back down? We're starting to consolidate. Came up, drove back down, retesting at the point of control. Do people step in at a premium above the current price, the point of control? This is, there's no wick. No wick here. We're going to take it out. There's no wick here. We're going to take it out. No wick here. We're going to take it out. I hope we're going to take it out. So we shall see. On the 1 minute, sellers are winning for the last 3 minutes. But price is not going down. Why is that? Because now there are limit buyers absorbing the selling pressure. That's why. Is that really why? I don't know. It's the way I think it. That's what I think's happening. Let's let's just add in some order flow here. I know it's a little busy, but let's take a look. Buyers are in control. One, this is kind of interesting. I'm trying to figure out what these numbers are based on, because if it's a imbalance, it would be that this number to this number. Here it would be. So it looks a little weird. So I don't know why I'm not seeing this, but But what I see here at the same price level, 551 buyers to 379 sellers. Okay, so that's a big asymmetry. Doing it from the same level. I see what's happening. 238 to 97. I don't know what I don't use this template that much, but so I don't really know how they have it set up. But what I can see is that there's a battle going on. Sellers are really trying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 7 minutes. Sellers are battling. We've lost the point of control temporarily. The selling aggression is picking up on the short term. Look at this long wick. Not the best look, right? Not the best look. So we got absorbed lower. That's what that looks like. But is it just to take out this liquidity, right? This buying imbalance before going back up? Or do we even go farther to retest the VWAP before going back up? I'm not concerned. Either way, doesn't matter. Because my stop's here. I don't think we get here. Do you think we get here at some point? Do you think we get down here at some point? I'm hoping we go up before we go down. Click on the goddamn line, please. All right, so we're testing that first level that I have marked. We get down to the VWAP. I'm likely going to add on 3 contracts. And I do think we get all the way down to here. So for a longer term play, I'm not taking on that much risk on this. But it could come all the way down, right? But I just think there's too much buying pressure. So we'll just really do. Go ahead and absorption here. There's still room. We got these big numbers at the top. We like to see zeros. Still room in both directions. So all this is there's sellers and buyers here. There's sellers and buyers here. There's still interest. Right now, there's no interest at the top since this candle open. This is a 21 range. And essentially, there's more room to the downside. But my levels are good. So this is a spot where people get tripped up. New candle open, selling pressure. They get stuck on the shorter time frame. I do. And you're like, all right, I'm short. Without looking at what happened on the higher time frame. It's 21 range. So interesting. So these print every minute. Based on the last 10 bars. Excuse me, 150 bars is the gauge, right? For the positive or negative. 150 bars. 300 bars. It's basically equivalent to 15 minutes, 30 or 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 60 minutes. So we get a higher time frame for a scalper, an hour. We're looking at the hour levels, 15-minute levels. And they actually are converged and merged with each other. So they all basically overlap. So they're bridged together. They're not separated. So 5 minutes still looks strong. We have 3 out of the 5 pointing in our direction. The last 150 minutes, sellers are slightly in control. That includes all of this right here. All of it. Like 2.5 hours, even way more. Basically everything you see on this chart, what this entails. Pressure is still steady on the 5 minute, and it's decrease or sell pressure is actually slowing on the 1 minute. No guessing needed. Who's in control? You tell me. Look at that. Look at that shit. Buyers got absorbed, push right back. Turn green. And here we go again. What's interesting here is that feels like a manipulation, meaning it's not like there was a lot of selling pressure here on this candle. It's actually aggressive buyers. So maybe sellers were absorbing. Look at that. We just took out that swing, took that liquidity out, retesting. We come back up again and push back up. Or is this where we fail to the downside? Look at that. Crazy. But we still got some liquidity to sweep down here. We got this next level to tap into. And it would still be a higher low, right? This is where we're out, right? We make a lower low, we're out. It's that simple. But we knew there was gonna look, man. I've seen this book 100 times. No wick getting taken out. Okay, no wick getting taken out. Big wick likely not getting taken out. No wick getting taken out. No wick getting taken out. No wick getting taken out. When? I'm patient. It's a long road to $60. I should add. I should really add. I can see how people get tripped up though. So the 15-minute selling pressure is starting to decrease. We are in a little fight here. Buyers pushing again. I could see how people just get stopped out and then it goes against you over and over again. I could see it. It's happened to me so many times that it's I can't even count how many times I get stopped out and then it goes. So the key is small size. Because these highs and lows are all getting taken. All of them. Both sides. Be long, be short, be whatever. They're all getting taken. Okay? All of them. Which one's first? For me, that's always the question right now. Which one's first? Which high, which low gets taken first? Okay, so on the 1 hour, we're losing last few minutes for the 150 bar. We're starting to lose some momentum. Right there, we picked it back up. We just had a big push. Hmm. We're losing momentum here. Same thing here. We're losing momentum. Still green though. It's getting close. So it's possible because of what I see, we take this wick out and then reverse again, right? It's possible. Possible that sellers are starting to take control, but I don't see it yet. Lots of downward pressure, but wasn't like an extreme move. Same thing here. It's just not very extreme. And this was extreme. This move up, lots of volume. This is a low volume creep back up. So it's just the algorithm looking for liquidity right now. So it's gonna go to the next level. Like here. To the downside, that's the next level. Level's already been taken. To the upside, this is the next level. Which one goes first? I don't know. We're above the 50%, so I'm saying to the long side. So this works really well in the cuck zone. Look at all that positive delta here. It pushed back positive. That one's pushing. We re-enter on a pullback and take it to the next level. 30 bucks is 30 bucks, dude. That's crazy. So this is actually the next level. So we could get a rejection here and go all the way back down to here. Tap into this and then go all the way back up to here. But we're just so close to it. We missed it by a couple ticks. 1 minute, buyers are in control. On the 5 minute, buyers are in control. They just flipped on the 15, the 30, and the hour, or the last 600 bars, 300 bar average, 150 average, and 50 average. Buyers are still here. It's a battle. The battle. Battle for 750. This low volume node right here. One tick above my current. Get a pullback to here. I'm going long again to here. That might even be a better trade. The thing that is tough in this zone is it's just going back and forth. Cross my fucking entry like 20,000 times. That's anxiety. All right, so the last 150 bars just turned bearish. 5 minute just flipped bearish. The 30 in the hour is still bullish. $300 in the 600 bar still bullish. Tap the entry again. So now I know why people get chopped up. Okay. If we weren't so close to this, I would have gotten probably, yeah, this is probably going to be it right here. Because now if we look, I think we tap into this level and then man, I need to get some order flow on. I need to get my heat map up. That's what I need to do. I need to get a heat map up. I don't have a level 2 data plan right now because I don't really use it. But I need a heat map so I can see what's happening like right here if we're tapping into liquidity. We're a couple ticks away, guys. Can we hit it? The problem is that we are 3 to 2 on the short time frame. We're bearish. On the longer time frame, we're bullish. Can we just get it? Can we get a tick? Just a tick or two. Can we get it before it comes all the way down here to this next line? Shit, I might turn around and get in a short. I think this is a good short entry right here for a little short scalp to come back up again. These are flipping so much right now in the last few minutes because there's a battle. That's interesting. Look at all these. Look at all these though. No wicks on any of those candles. Isn't that crazy? How often do you see that? No wick. It's a fifth. One, two, three, four, five. No wick. We need to create that wick and fill me here. Confidence. Okay, here's why I got out. Because that's what it was telling me. Okay? That's what it was telling me. Short term, we're dropping. It was right in my entry. I think I can get a better entry. I think I can get a better entry. So we'd be here. Okay? Or the greedy entry is right down here. But with the three lower time frames flipping bearish on the aggressive buying versus selling, selling versus buying, and all of these aggressive buyers having a hard time breaking through, we're going to break through. But is it now or are we going to retrace back a little bit first? So we just tapped it, right? We just tapped it. And I didn't get it, right? Because I got out of the entry. But right now, I'm going to jump into short. I'm going to take it back to here. With my protection above the high, but I'm actually not interested in that, right? We're going to keep it smaller. We tap into this level right here, buy three. Most likely. I don't think there's enough momentum on the short term to push price all the way up right now. I think we just wicked out, took out these, put it on the bigger. We took out all of the wicks, wickless candles. Tapping into an unmitigated area. We do have more wickless candles right here. We could hit that first. So I got out, I flipped, left some money out on the table, and now we're going up to take out this other wick with lots of buying pressure. So bad timing. Look, everything flipped back bullish. Bad timing. It flipped that quick because it's a battle. We come back over to our other chart. You're going to see that we are close to, we're in this absorption zone. I'm saying we're going to get absorbed again and move down before we move up. So this wick got snatched up right here. Maybe we take out the highs before that happens, but there are no more up here. There are no more. Okay. So is this a breakout? Could be. Could be a breakout. Do we need one more big push down before that happens? Giving ourselves a little bit of room. Got $7,500 of drawdown on this account, so I am not concerned. Nighttime, you got to give things room. But that was crazy. So I'm just going to remember this when you see that many candles with no wick on the top. That's a wall that we just busted through. So I think the next retracement down, we can take it all the way up to the highs. So you could be right with shitty ass timing, which means you were wrong. I mean, it doesn't even have to go back all the way down, okay? Because here's where our next wick is that hasn't been taken out. So maybe that's the entry. Maybe this happens later. Shit, all the way down here. Fuck, I might hold this short like all the way down. I don't know if I want to be up that late. the wick up here. Feel some pressure, but it's dwindling. Okay, it's dwindling. I think it wicks up here, maybe like right here. Double top and drop. Double top and drop. Another wick. So it did not take out the wick. Well, I guess it did. Technically, it matched it and then rejected. So it appears that when there's not a wick, it becomes a retest area. Here, right? Maybe it just consolidates between these two spots for a while. Feels like a range night though. So just playing it back and forth. Should have held it. My original thing was good, but now look at all this upward momentum, right? It completely flipped again. Going back to our time frames. It's all green. All of it. So this could come back, tap into this, and continue up even higher. Take out the highs. Right? That now that's what it's looking like. But we are losing steam in the sense that the swings are getting smaller here. So we're going to break out to a new level. Oh, look at this. We just tapped into that. Oh my God. We just did it. We just tapped into this line. That was my original target. Fuck. Higher low, higher low. We could come back to here for a higher low. Looks like a breakout though. Sweep that high. Everything is green. So that's when you're supposed to just hit the close button, right? When so the mistake here is staying in the trade, but I have space. Lots of buying delta up here though. It's starting to fade and slow down here at the top. What's going to happen? Timing is everything. I jumped out too quick and I went too quick on the flip on these. All right, too quick. Didn't give it time. So I just have to to remember that New York session is a little different. You have time to react to see if it flips again. A lot of times it'll just flip back and forth. Some indecision. Then it decided. All right. It's like, all right, let's go. But we broke structure to here. I'd be surprised if we don't sweep the highs. So I'm waiting for a double top and a little wick, but my butt might be getting out. I have two options. If I think it's rejecting back down and I start to see some selling pressure, I can add on to it. See if I can find a spot. But right now I'm trapped. $71, no big deal, but I'm trapped. But it's not a loser yet. Because we do have strong selling pressure up top. Okay, we're starting to see some wicks up here. Buying pressure is decreasing. Sellers are starting to step in. They just roll over. All these wicks to the top and these strong wicks downward. Looks like the 150-minute excuse me, 15-minute still green, 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 green. Green. They're all green, but we can see momentum is starting to slow down. So this is the retracement where I say I don't think we get all the way back down here unless we get a full sweep the high, reject, and come back down. And there's the push. All four green with convincing green. Price pushes up. We're going to sweep this high. I will get out of this trade if price starts to penetrate through here. Hand on the close button. Equal high. Just wick, sweep the high. Do we continue to extend higher? The question. Let's keep an eye on this 1 minute because this is gonna it's pretty strong right now. Looking at the 21 range. Pretty strong right now. Okay, so just created a big wick. This is my stop. They just kind of rejected, but there's still buyers here. I like this zero on the top. It means there was no more business to be done there at the top, at least for the moment. We give room for the double top. We give it 2 ticks. And we hope that we get a reversal here. And that's all. First sign of resistance, a little bit more resistance, a little bit more resistance, bigger wicks, bigger wicks, bigger wicks. Sweep the high, revert back down to the point of control. I don't even mind getting out of this, waiting for the exhaustion, and then rolling into the short. But it could extend up. We're still green, but you can see we had a very big red push, selling push. The buyers are still trying to rip up and through. It looks like we're going to get stopped. It wants to go higher. Unless that's the double top. There are still business to be done up here. We are starting to see some selling here, some aggressive selling though. So I want to give a little more room. I want to give it a few more ticks. So I see this aggressive selling pop in 350 to 305 at the same price level. So 316 to 17. Not a lot of aggressive selling at the top. Well, shit. Remember, we could still tap here and get stopped out. Okay, so, but it's looking like it's flipping over. Problem is that there's no indication that it's flipping over yet. Not even on the 1 minute. So as of right now, it's a buy. That's why I didn't add on to the trade yet, or dollar cost average, whatever you want to call it. Get a better entry price averaged in. That's really, I'm trying to get out as quick as, if I'm averaging in like that, a lot of times I feel like I'm trying to get out of the trade at break even. If I see a level that might protect me, I might take on a little bit more risk to get to that level. But it has to make sense. It's not just put on more size just because you think you're trying to get a better price. Not like that. But we could easily, all right, so we're starting to see a little bit of decline in aggressive buying. Let's see if some aggressive sellers step in. Right, first sign. We do have a wick up here too, which is a good sign because that tells me that it doesn't necessarily have to go higher. But it's gonna. because everything is still green. It's gonna go higher. You have perfect analysis and still lose, like I did just now. This is a fucking crazy game. You have to be a lot right, not you can't just get some of it right. You got to get all of it right. That's hard to do. So we just get stopped out. So now we feel like we're going to keep going up. Two options here: buy pullback until you see, if you see a weak pullback, buy. You may not even get a pullback. I mean, look at this shit. Flag, 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 flag. It's just flagging all the way. It's on the run. It's on the run. So this is an example though. I completely went against everything here because I jumped in too early. I started to see the bearish signals and I jumped in here, and that was the fake out. And they got me. Even looking at my signals, they still got me. That level is irrelevant. This level needs to get taken. This is a weak move down. So we'll be getting in long. We're going to keep it 3 contracts, same size. But we need a pullback first. I think the pullback is to about right here. Unless I start to see things turn red, there's no reason to be selling. Be on the side that has momentum and pressure. All right, so the 1 minute just turned. All right, who's in control? Who's in control? See, I had that little fake out here, right, where it just ripped down and ripped all the way up. Now we're starting to find some resistance right here. So still not ready to get into any position other than a long. So we could have entered into a long as soon as we were like, I'm out of the short. But look how much money we saved here by reacting to the pressure, who's applying the most aggressive pressure, and who's in control. Buyers are in control on all time horizons for day trader. Looking at hour, 30 minute, 15 minute, 5 minute. All horizons, more pressure. Immediate horizon, 1 minute, control. Who's in control and who's exerting pressure? Is there any question at all? God, I'm so pissed off because I'm still learning this. I just started using this today, but it still pisses me off because why do traders do this all the time? They say one thing, they look at one thing, and then they do the opposite. I'm searching for that term. It's essentially related to if you say like one thing and you do exactly the opposite of what you said. That's the term I'm searching for. I'll find it. The phrase. That's let's see if AI can come up with this one. What's the phrase that you use when they I say one thing, do it. Oh my god, it's driving me crazy. Actions speak louder than words. I guess that's not it though. Watch what they do, not what they say. No, no, no. I think it's cognitive. I got it. Cognitive dissonance, I think. Okay. Cognitive dissonance is discomfort or tension caused when your actions conflict with your beliefs. Saying one thing and doing the opposite creates the inconsistency. Cognitive dissonance is the internal tension that may result from recognizing it. Okay. So cognitive dissonance or dissonance All right, so it's still bullish, y'all. It's not bearish. We're looking for a pullback. Looking for a pullback. Deeper than that. That wasn't it. Okay, so my biggest leak. This is interesting. So cognitive dissonance, right? I'm gonna rerun through this because I think it's a good thing if anybody's actually paying attention. Um, it's the discomfort or tension caused when your actions conflict with your stated beliefs, values, or in this case, intentions. Um, so that just happened here. It's crazy. So we're still bullish here on the on this is a weak move down, like profit taking almost. And then like the actions speak louder than words or watch what they do, not what they say. The formal concept is incongruence between words and actions. In market terms, the map that maps neatly to effort versus result. Order flow says one thing, but price is doing the opposite, and that's a divergence. So essentially, I'm just looking for divergence between the two. It's a different way of looking at CVD, man, and price. Oh my God, I'm trying to reinvent the wheel. But essentially, we're looking at two things. We're looking at aggressive pressure with this bullshit on the left. Then we're looking at, so that's effort and result. So, in market terms, when there's a conflict between effort and result, that's a divergence. I wish I would have thought of this earlier. It's a really interesting way to think about it. Very simple. Effort versus result. It's still bullish, by the way. Still not selling. Okay, not doing it. There's no divergence here, right? Aggressive pressure across the board, effort, pressure, price is moving up, positive result, positive effort. They tried to push price up and they were successful. Successful auction into discovery of higher prices. And that can go away. But all this needs to be hit. See, one, two, three, four, five swings down. I think it comes back and we rotate all the way through. It doesn't have to, but okay. So on the 1 minute, we turn negative, but it's not enough. It's very minimal. And price is still going up. So that's a divergent. There's negative selling pressure, but price is still going up. There's aggressive selling, price is still going up. Sellers are getting absorbed. So we're looking at candle number 2. The aggression is picking up a little bit. Still think it's too early. I think we need 5 minutes. And then we need the 5 to flip. Probably need the 15 to flip too. So we need a majority. On the reversal, my guess would be, I don't know, if it consolidates for 30 minutes to an hour, it can consolidate for 2 hours. Fuck. It could. Look at the 21 range chart. Okay. So just looking for a target. I think we're close. 7509, 75, 7520. 520. 518. That's what I'm looking at right here. We gotta look to the left. Now we gotta draw a profile on it. Holy shit. It's right there. And if that fails, it's right there. Seventy-five 20, 75 47. That's where the battle is going to take place. This is tomorrow. Is that? $52 points. 39 points. 12 points. 50 points. Shit. That'd be crazy. Completely doable. This is a weird one because it's like a double distribution. All right, I'm going to change the chart. See how we're doing. Got sidetracked. Stay focused. Oh, okay. Because it's 10-day. Yeah, we're still bullish. We're consolidating, but it's starting to round off. Get this. We're coming back here. We're coming back to grab all of this. What I'm looking for is like an aggressive move down, a retest, and then a second push. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so the 1 minute is starting. Slow down. Let's take a look at our effort. There's a lot of fucking green there. A lot of effort, bruh. Okay, so the 1 minute flipped. Are they getting results? No. Aggressive effort is being applied. Are they getting results? No. The buyers continue to move the put price up. So the 1 minute time frame buyers are trying to push the price down, but it keeps going up. While the higher time frame buyers effort is getting results. Yeah, I might take it for another leg up. What I say to 25? Wait for this to flip back to green. I think a long is the play. But let's let the 1 minute flip back to green. It looks like another leg up. Trying. That's 4 minutes of light control. We saw this before. It bursted up last time that happened. So I'll use right here. Same thing right here. Indecision. It just flipped by. I'm going up for another leg. I'd love a pullback, but I don't know if we get one. Ready for that yet. I can get a little bit of momentum because I think it's going all the way up to 125. I think is what we looked at. It's What happened right before we burst up last time? You get this little wave of indecision, and then still too early. I need a big red pop or a big green pop. And it would be great if in 4 minutes this turns to red or purple. All right, so sellers are now stepping in, but it's weak. Weak selling. Weak effort. Weak effort. Price is moving down. Effort is increasing. Can we get a pullback? 1 more minute. Now a little pullback. No wicks. Oh no, there's wicks. There's wicks. There, we don't need to look at that for 4 minutes. See some clear resistance. I'd like to get a tap back into that zone. There are no wicks up here. There are lots down here. But this one didn't get broke. The resistance is setting up again right here. So it may not come back. Wait, plenty of room. I did say I wanted to see price come back up once we found do a retest and then push back down. So we got 1 minute up. It just turned. Let's see if we. Okay. Last bars. That's why they all look the same. Okay, so we're losing momentum, right? It's starting to turn. Look, I didn't get filled. It hit my price. Where my price is, and I didn't get filled. It's okay. I'll take a worse price here. Oh, I'm in. Good, I got filled. Five. So here's why. It's a momentum trade where time frames are starting to flip. '15 is still strong, but the five is starting to flip. I think this is when we just hold, see if we can get a rotation all the way down. Clearly, buying has slowed down, and we did have selling pressure step in. We did retest and tap into the level that I mentioned, did not get filled, so I got a decided to get in on a worse price. So this is where we got the double bottom. Looking for a point 75.0815 to 75.0625, less than 2 points, $50. Let's go. Buyers are trying, but they're all still buy. Yeah, I still like this. We're still in consolidation. So I am on the wrong side again, for the record. I do like that wick though. That gets taken. But I don't know if it goes all the way down to my. Not in this consolidation. Right. Buyers are still in control. Okay. Buyers are applying pressure, but price is not going up. So sellers are in control for the last 2 minutes with aggressive buyers are getting absorbed lower. Lower. See it right here. We push through. I feel like we're starting to lose momentum. But who knows? I see whatever I want to see, right? Starting to get tired though, so probably going to get out after this trade. Come back in the morning nice and sharp for New York. I'm excited for Friday trading. I have zero appointments, so I get to trade all day. So exciting. I love trading. Go see y'all do any YouTube streamers. Dude's got a bunch more viewers than me. He's got over 100 viewers, but this dude's been hustling. He deserves it. I don't do shit. I just turn it on and start talking. So I don't really deserve any followers. You just got to randomly stumble on me, like law of attraction shit, or just be curious. So we are in consolidation. You can see that right here. We're outside of the value area, which is down here. So lots of room to retest the value area high of the session. Okay. Some point. Lots of room to come down here and take out this here. Shit, this one hadn't been taken out yet either. Triple bottomed it. Tap, tap, right? Maybe that's the target. Comes back to retest it. It's 5 points. It's 5 points. We're asking for 5 points. Just five. It's not much. So crazy. I'm watching the market butchers chart right now. Just don't have the sound on because I think that's like a copyright thing. But he streams. I don't know. It's not my. I like. I think he's a good dude. I think he's really interactive. If you like to chat, seems to be a pretty good trader. And as he's growing, he's getting lots of affiliate codes and stuff. So sometimes that shit just drives me a little bit crazy. All right, so we were wrong. We got another leg up. So again, we went against the pressure because it was just a little resistance, but it kept going up. And remember what I said? It's going up to 25. So again, that's what I'm talking about, cognitive dissonance. Like it's a real thing. It's absolutely crazy. I just see something happen in like short term and it affects me too much and I get tripped up. So I got to work on that. So I'm saying 25. I think that's what I called. Get up on this other chart again. So that's two. Right? We just shit the bed on that trade for sure. It was this chart. Fast way. I think I can get it there fast. Said sorry, 7:18. 25. Bedtime. Wake up and go to bed. Got an alarm for that shit. 7:18. Right? Buyers are still in control. Aggressive buying and they push the price up. There's still aggressive buyers up here. A lot of them are getting absorbed, but they're still making progress. We just took out a big liquidity wall though. So this might be the start of it. I might have just been early. We gotta wait. But we just broke through a really big liquidity wall on ES. If you have a heat map, it's all gone. There's no more. There's no more sellers up there. They're all the way up here. Oh, he's looking at NQ. The aggressive buyers has got absorbed there. We want to wait for a pullback and then we want to get short. Pull back into resistance. It's somewhere around here. And get short. But I said I was going to buy a pullback. And we just pulled back. So I'm going to buy. I almost did it again. Cognitive dissonance against all the signals. I almost did the opposite because I saw this move down and I had to catch myself. That's crazy. You have all the knowledge in the world, but when you're in the heat of the moment and you can't apply it, then you don't really know shit. So that was interesting. My target is here. So let's see. We're going to let this one cook for a while. Still aggressive. Aggressive sellers are the price. Aggressive buyers are getting absorbed more than anything. So it's not aggressive selling. Aggressive effort is being applied on the buy side, but price is going down. We just broke through new lows, but the divergence has not showed up yet. So no, I could see how you just totally get fucking confused all the time. There's got to be more. There's got to be more. It's all positive. Until I see aggressive selling stepping in, I got to be on the long side. The pullback. And I didn't wait long enough. Got it on the pullback early. It's probably going to come all the way to here. Or maybe it was just sweeping this one for now because it didn't sweep that level yet. Maybe this is where we get the bounce. Not a lot of structure here, so still still positive. Short term, all time frames. 5 is starting to dwindle just a bit. but it's still bullish. I almost did the cognitive dissonance thing again. Holy shit, that was crazy. I gotta ingrain that shit into my head, man. I just been trading bad for so long, and I just feel like I'm starting to learn these concepts, but I still, in the heat of the moment, I just react with emotion, not even realizing it, or just bad habits. It's just fucking, it's like automatic. I need to have a checklist because I almost did it again, and it probably would have paid off, and then I would have got, it would have reversed on me, and I would have been, what the fuck? Why did I go short? So I'm happy with this decision because this is what I see, but I didn't wait for a deep enough pullback. Again, I entered at about the 21 EMA, which is, I guess, too, that's twice. That's too early. I'm going to change my EMA here. I'm going to change the EMA if I can. Oh, I don't. Oh, that's on the deep IVB, I think, or deep effort. Guess these are all protected. This was on the 21. Oh, on the 21 day or 21 period. Could have sworn. Okay, whatever. All right, still green. Till proven otherwise. Still green. Still green. This could be a fake out right here. It swept up all the liquidity here, gobbled it all up. Now we're going up. Or are we tapping off 21, picking out these wickless candles and this one? Get that shit. Lots of pressure. So it's another leg coming. Sellers here though. So, all right. So I don't have level two. That deep dom, but I think I should just not do that. I have deep dom heat map. I just don't use it right now. Oh, Do you think it would be a good thing to look at though for effort and result visually in a different way? So we are still bullish on all time horizons that I'm watching. There's wicks down here though. Oh no, 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 no. We got to get taken out. Out. I could see where you could get tripped up because dude, we made lower high and we made a lower low, but everything is still bullish. So they're putting on a lot of effort, but they're not getting much result. This wick right here. I think that's a good target because this is kind of indecisive. She's still bullish. Price is not moving up. Price is not. It, holy shit! It's getting absorbed. Aggressive buying is getting absorbed. Tapped into that level though, the higher low. Still in a range. That's what's going on. All right, we're still in a range. We just swept the edges. Now we're going to come back to the middle. Holy fuck. Get bought back up and sold back down. Maybe we scalp the range. You want to do some range scalping? Lose your money. All right, let's get this trade over with so I can go to bed. Mm. Last trade. Still bullish. We're going for it. Maybe I just go to bed. Put my stop. So much room. So overextended. Yet that doesn't matter that it's overextended because buyers are still pushing the price up. We're getting some strong resistance right here. So it's not ready to come back here yet. It wants to stay in this range. So I think the real take this small profit here. Because I think it's just gonna range. And I don't want to fuck with that. I have to take on a little more. I can't put it right there. I can't put it there either. Holy shit, all of these. It has to be way the fuck down here. Like, there's so many levels. So many levels. I really just want to wait for this short that may never come. Okay, the pressure's down for the last minute. Turn the opposite way on the 1 minute. No change on the other time frame. Hold the course. Hold the course. Here, minute two, applying pressure, but the price isn't going down. Still a battle. Left a wick. Continue to range. No wick. Excuse me. I got one more piece of gross. All right, it's almost midnight. This is when we get very volatile. Okay. So I need to protect against that. In case it rips down on me. My Please hit my TP before midnight. Please. Please. I said please, so you have to now. Okay? That's the rules. How the universe works. Back to all green. If I had to gamble, we're so overextended, my mind says short, but the pressure says flat until we see one side apply effort and actually start to achieve a result for that effort. So 5 minutes. Minute indecision every other time frame um, is in alignment. There are aggressive buyers up here. Sellers are not making any effort right now. Sellers aren't pushing the they're not pushing real hard. They're not pushing the price down outside of this demand or supply demand zone. I have to go with the upside still. Like we're starting to lose a little bit of steam. 15, but we're still green everywhere except the 1 minute, which is unreliable. Not even part of my equation, the 1 minute. 15 minutes is about to turn. Apple down 4.4%. The fuck? We're just gonna have to go with this through the open, and it's it's long. We're gonna hold it. Now we get stopped out. We are set, and we go to bed. Go to bed. It's 12 right now, so midnight madness. Let there be madness. Pick a side. Let me go to bed, please. It's actually really, really slow this time of night because we're in this consolidation. We made a decision based off of effort and result. We made that decision. We could be wrong. This could be a lower high, right? But meaning we, decided that that tells me long. So doesn't matter what time it is. That tells me the effort is up and they are getting results. They're getting results. Build the chart. It's faster. They're getting results and it hasn't slowed down. Okay, so they rip through all of these zones. Next zone's way the hell up here. It's 75.50. What I have? They're gonna go that high? Do I need to hold it longer? I don't want to, but I will. It's not going up there. What am I talking about? 75.20. So that's the 75.18. That's perfect. Risk 87 to win 143. I like it. I think this is good. Regardless of result, I think this works out more than it doesn't. Effort, result. Right now it's a stalemate, but nothing's changed. It's just a stalemate. So we're in a range until it picks a side. The next wick here is all the way down here though. Okay, so like uh, there's no wicks to the top either. This one. It didn't get broken. Interesting. So the next wick to the downside is here. But this one also has been broken. So tapped into that one again. Uh, I really don't need to be in a trade right here. But it keeps going up until proven otherwise, right? Innocent until proven guilty. Pretty much a horizontal zone at this point. Those are the two levels that we need to break. You can do it. Come on, man. You can do it. You can get up there. It's still green on all time frames. Go to bed so I can trade good for New York. Make your move. Burst up. Hit my stop. Let's call it good. I mean, my Profit target. Wait, it's not in the right place. I messed up. It should be 75.18. Ah, that means I gotta hold it longer. All the way up here. I don't think. I don't think. I'll be happy with that next push up. That's what I think, because then I'm in bed. So we take this range right here and we copy it, and then we double it. We go to 50%. That's logical. How about that? Okay, buying pressure is increasing on the 1 minute. Price is not going up or down. Now it's moving up. So buyers are getting some momentum. The most pressure we've seen in the last 11, 12, 13 minutes. Kind of interesting because it's 12:08. It's not at a 5 minute or 15 or a 30 or a 60. But there's no reason to get short. There's just none. There's a wick right there. Yeah, you can do it. Do it. Come on, Izzy. Just cucking around in the cuck zone. That's why you don't enter here, or you got to go do something else. You can't watch it. Like you want to see what's gonna happen, but get that more pressure and result pressure. Effort result. Okay. So that got wicked out. Done. Effort, result. Effort, reward, result. Were they rewarded for their effort? That's the result. Yes or no? Ha, ha. Looky here. Look here. Look at that. God, I'm glad I caught that cognitive dissonance in that last decision. Ah, I would have been on short on that fake out on that short term resistance. Insane. It could still reject here, okay? It could definitely still reject here. But this is the next location where there was no wick. Here, it could come all the way back to my entry. I wouldn't mind taking profit here just to get out because I don't know if I want to stay up that late. But if I get a pullback to here, I'll take it. Make it smaller. Pull back to there in a relatively short amount of time. Stop behind the zone. Big profit right there. That's where the wick was on 15. Is that where that wick was? God, going crazy. That wick is? So weak, it's weak selling. Okay. What I mean by weak is passive, not a lot of effort or aggression. Like, put an order up, and if somebody takes it, that's okay. Not like I want to sell it now. It could definitely just keep popping up, right? It does not have to come back. But eventually, it's going to come back to take all. And I'll be asleep. These levels. Okay? All of these levels. I might be missing a couple. Like it. So it's going to come back and take out all those levels. So we got effort. We need to come back, get a little bit more momentum, and try again. This could come all the way down here again. Yeah, better entry. Clean the high, clean the low, start to expand. Uh, Weak selling. Buyers are taking a break. They're waiting for price to come back down into this demand area before they buy it back up. This is a demand area too, right here. So, to be fair, where price ripped up last time, they could reload right here and just keep moving it up. That seems like a more logical explanation, but I just can't. I gotta go to bed and I don't want to be holding a position. So I'm out. Down a little bit, but that's okay. Live to trade another day. Good night, y'all. Good luck trading tomorrow. If you watched any of this, thank you for tuning in. Bye.